And now I give the floor to Mrs. Norica Nicolai from Romania. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Dear Iranian friends, dear colleague, distinguished audience, sometimes for people and for individual, there is a time for living and a time for confessing. Fortunately for you, Iranian people, you can confess and you live a huge, a great history. You can confess a great cultural heritage for the world. The last year confess a world and a country without freedom, without liberty, a country in terror, without rights, elementary basic rights for your people. But you can confess an internal and international fight, an internal and international struggle for the high value of the world today. Freedom, liberty, democracy, tolerance, equality. Sometimes I like to say that the best man for a job is a woman. Looking to you, to your leadership, I remember last century when in 1910 when you start the constitutional revolution. I look to the clever leadership for the women in Iran. 64% from the students are women. I am really sure that you succeed. Certainly the 8th March is an international day for all of us women from Europe, from Asia, from Iran. But I hope that will be an international day for action in order to support you. I am already friends and I take part in this group because I am really sure that it's not your fight like women for democracy, equality and tolerance. It's a fight for global security. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here today and in this event and to support you not only today, I hope all of us tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.
Thank you, Mrs. Nicolai. And now I give the floor to Mrs. Ari Essayah from Finland, please.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here with my colleagues and with you, Miriam Rasavi. I have many Iranian friends here among the audience, and they have told me and informed me of their challenging history. Since 40 years, the women of Iran has been struggling towards freedom, progress and democracy. And many has fell victims of torture and imprisonments. And as the clips of film showed us, many of them are only girls from age of 13, and on the other hand, some of them, the oldest one, are nearly 90 years old. So we can only imagine which kind of tyranny is torturing and executing innocent women and actually innocent children. And trying to justify their actions, the regime is blaming and labeling this opposition as muhrab, which means waging war on God. And the punishment, that can be anything, from torture to executions. And this religious tyranny, this really must to come in its end. And the message from the people on the streets in Iran shows that they are determined to change the regime. And the slogans they are applying in the Western world, especially EU, to pressure the regime. In my view, Europe has delayed in its actions to effectively help the Iranian people so far. We have had some actions, but not enough. And I believe that a united policy over Iran would be the best way to support the opposition in its struggles towards freedom. This National Council of Resistance in Iran, it supports nuclear-free Iran, and it is showing that there would be a totally different kind of Iran in the future if we just let it be and if we can help them in their struggle. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is really time for EU to be firm on focused boycotts and take sides in this unfair struggle between the peaceful protesters and the violent, suppressive tyranny. And Mira Rajavi, I just want to wish you very, very much luck in your struggle and be firm in your actions. God bless you.